Hey, good morning. It's Wednesday morning here in Cypress, Texas. Um, every Monday through Thursday here at our the house, we do the mitzvah. Well, there um, as of tomorrow, I am going to be teaching um, financial literacy every Thursday. I'm going to tailor it, um, not just doing the standard presentation. I'm actually going to go through the Saving Your Future book the way we used to do it with them, and then I'll go into the workshops with them. But the there's a really interesting dovetail happening with the teaching um, that's that I'm seeing. You have to have so much exposure till it unlocks in your mind, right? Until you understand when they're teaching the mitzvahs. Well, it's the same thing with our business, okay? And that's the magic of the workshops. That's the magic um, of the meetings and the the big events. Like I just came from the Trainers Academy this weekend, and then come January, there's going to be the the launch, and it's going to be here in Houston. So we're really lucky. And so my team, you can't miss the launch. Okay, the launch is all really special. It helps you lock in your goals, right, and your reasons why, and then helps you um, work on a plan. Okay, so in this last Trainers Academy, I got a seed of something, and then it really blossomed with the training last night with our team training with Bernadette. Okay, so we're always going in our mind and finding what's relatable to what we've done before and how we can apply it to this. We do the same thing with the scriptures. So anybody I'm from on my team, most of my teams comes from this church, right? And so they understand the same thing. So way back when I was a revelation I had in sales, I was a venture capital broker, and I'd average about 200 phone calls a day, and I would grind, right? And I sent about maybe one or two packages out a day, and I'd close one in 12. That's heavy. That's heavy work, right? And I make like $1,000 for every deal that closed. And one Saturday, I'm working, and I'm having this guy send him a package, and he got very uncooperative and hung up on me. And there was this lady from Houston, and she came up to me and she's like, shows me we had a employee's manual, and she showed the first page was the three strikes rule. She says, "See that three strikes? First thing it says is if they're uncontrollable, they get two strikes. When they give me two strikes, I don't look for a third. I said, give me your address. I'm going to overnight you a package. And when you get that package, give me a call and we'll go over it. And if you don't get that package, give me a call and I'll track it." Right? And then she said, "I don't send them the package. And if they don't call me back, they weren't interested anyways." So I did that for a while. But then I stopped doing it. I'm like, there's no need to do that. I just would do a subtle takeaway and ask for referral. Oh, that was exciting because I closed 60% of my referrals. Now, the I would make same amount of phone calls. I would only send out. Um, I sent out way fewer packages. Okay, but 60% of those closed. 60% of the referrals closed. If you catch what I'm saying, all right. And what what I found is when you ask for referrals, specifically the type of person you're looking for, that's who you get is a referral. And the odds of those people closing are great, much greater. Okay, it's significantly higher. All right. The So I've had a hard time figuring out how to make a flow with this, right? Well, now I got the answer. So when you talk to somebody, you give them the campaign brochure, the 30 by 30 campaign brochure, and you go over it, you go over the workshops, this is my information, give me your information. And when I get from my computer, I can, go over this information with you. And you go through and you do the presentation, right? If they stand you up for anything, if there's anything that happens, if they get uncooperative, they stand you up. They don't. You get to that box, could you see yourself making a difference in people's lives with this business? And they tell you no. You go for the referral, right? But plug in the workshops. Sign them up for the workshops. They're free. They do such a great job with the workshops. Then you follow up. And you follow up and you say, so tell me what intrigued you. And they'll tell you, right? And then what do you think, this is, you'd want to get started with your own financial strategy? Do you think you'd want to get, do this as a business? All right, then you get them signed up, and you get them an appointment to do their PFS, and then you get them a code number if that's what they want to do. But you just take them. There's a flow chart in my mind. They go this way, you take them here. They say this, you take them here, right? But it all comes back around eventually, because everybody needs what we have. Everybody needs this stuff. They're going to get it from somebody, right? And if they don't get it from us, most people aren't going to get it at all. All right. If you don't have $50,000 to invest, Edward Jones is going to talk to you, and you better have $250,000 from Merrill Lynch to talk to you. Otherwise, you're just going to get somebody who's going to sell you a policy, and that's it. There's no follow-up. There's no helping you make more money. There's no helping you pay down your debt. There's no helping you trim, create right habits so you can free up some cash flow, like, brewing your own coffee instead of going to Starbucks, and taking your own lunch to work, brown bagging it instead of, going out to eat for lunch, right? That can save up, to close to $300 a month just by creating the right habits. Okay. And they're not going to do that. They're not going to change people's lives. We do. We do with our system, with the meetings, with the workshops, with the big events. Okay. And if you're not plugging into them, you are not reaping the benefit of what we do. Okay. So we're going to have a meeting tomorrow night, or tonight, 7:30 at the office. All right. I'll see you there. If this benefits anybody, go ahead and share it. Have a great Wednesday.